Hello, this is Hound 4004 with the first proper snapshot of 1.20. There is a crap ton of archaeology stuff, and I'm going to be showing you some things with the new dig site. As you can see over the hill there on the very right, there's some strange blocks that you don't usually see in a jungle, and that's because if we go ahead and take a look, this is a new structure. Or was a new structure, I don't quite know, because this is something that's pre-destroyed for you that you can find just poking up in random places of your world. So you're going to want to get your shovel and brush up, because you can harvest all these blocks. This was all completely covered in stone, so you're going to have to dig, maybe bring some torches, but you can go around. There might be, yep, there's some suspicious sand inside here. There might even be some suspicious gravel. I'm not too sure. A lot of it fell when it just quickly clearing out all the stone. But there is a brand new structure which you can find just poking out of new places inside anywhere in your world. This is on top of suspicious gravel now being able to be found in ocean ruins, which now contain a sniffer egg. This is how we hatch a sniffer. And now sniffers can hatch something new for you, the pitcher plant. When upon bone milling, you can see it grows in its own little, it's interesting. It's a very interesting. It's like it grows from its own seed outside of ground. But this is an interesting plant, to say the least. But before we get to more archaeology stuff, Amethyst Blocks has a quick little change. It can now take the vibration of a skulk sensor and replicate it throughout it. So, yeah, Amethyst Blocks can now be used as a tool along with the skulk sensor. And not only that, but you can shove Amethyst Blocks inside a skulk sensor. And this is to get a calibrated skulk sensor. And what you can basically do with this is, well, you can actually go ahead and power the skulk sensor via this side. I mean, the skulk sensor will still emit redstone when it's powered off, as you can see here. Well, the thing that's going on with this is this skulk sensor will not emit any vibration or react to any vibration unless the strength of the vibration matches the amount of redstone power going into it. You see, if I were to move this redstone torch further back, you can see that strength is ridiculous. However, if I literally put it right next to it, now it might soon start being able, see, now it can detect my footsteps. So I hope that made some sense. And you can see that the sniffer egg is hatching away there. But speaking of the sniffer, you can now, instead of having the real thing, look at on the side of a clay pot. We got some new clay pot textures: a wolf, sniffer, creeper, and warden. These aren't their proper names. Like, all of those were called danger and snort for the sniffer. And yeah, just random names. It's like this is not a wolf. This is a howl. So kind of weird things, but you get the gist of it. We got a sword, pickaxe, a fishing rod, because, you know, in the old days I did a lot of fishing, and a chest. This is supposed to be a potion from a brewing stand. I don't know what that is. It says here that it's a friend. I guess this is like a villager maybe, and it's just staring at you, or I'm not too sure about this one, but what I am sure about is that this is supposed to be something too, and that something is called an explorer party shot. So maybe a book. I feel like a lot of these are really cool. Like the warden, it looks a bit off, but it looks cool. I mean, the creeper looks a bit sus, but it's cool. Like a small miniature version. It really reminds me of like the wither on the side of the chisel things. So like these look cool, but some of these, it's really hard to tell what they're even supposed to represent. So maybe some things could go back through. But maybe you like it, or maybe you don't, because the heart's broken now, and we got a nice little tree. And this is, I'm guessing, a piece of wheat. because this was called the sheaf pottery shop. I don't know what some of these are supposed to be. I gotta be honest. That's obviously a heart, but I don't know what this is. It's even more suspicious than the suspicious gravel I talked about earlier. But that's not as suspicious as 5 new armor trims. 4 that look like ones that we already have existing versions of, but nope, they're all new. And check this one out. This is as close to emerald armor as you're ever gonna get, and it looks pretty cool to me. But overall, that's pretty much everything. But getting the sniffer egg and just seeing the new plants, and there is things rolling in for archaeology. I mean, could we see some more dig site structures more or less like this? Maybe not underground, maybe some things above ground. Archaeology has so much potential, and it's so cool to see so much more be added to it. Oh, and in between this point in time, our baby sniffer finally hatched. It's probably a good time to say that, yep, they actually grow a lot faster if you put them on moss blocks. So, kinda interesting. But for now, this is Hound 4004 saying go ahead and stab your skulk sensor with some amethyst and get digging inside this new underground structure. Goodbye.